All right, chapter 8 in Ezra. We're continuing on. These are now, oh, wait a second. People returning with Ezra, chapter 8. These are now the chief of their fathers, and this is the genealogy of them that went up with me from Babylon in the reign of Artaxerxes, the king. They went up with me from Babylon. Who was the king? Artaxerxes. Of the king of the sons of Phinehas, Gershom. Of the sons of Ithamar, Daniel. Of the sons of David, Hattush. Of the sons of Shechaniah, and the sons of Farash, forgive me on these names, Zechariah, and with him were reckoned by genealogy of the males 150. Of the sons of Pahath Moab, Eliho Eniah, the son of Zariah, and with him 200 males. Of the sons of Shechaniah, the son of Jahaziel, and with him 300 males, and the sons also of Adin, Abed, the son of Jonathan, and with him 50 males. And the sons of Elam, Jeshaniah, Jeshaiah, I don't know. The sons of Athaliah, and with him 70 males. And the sons of Shephatiah, Zebadiah, the son of Michael. Michael's an interesting word if you look into that one and what that means. There's a lot of interesting names in here, some of which I cannot even pronounce correctly. And forgive me, please. And you might be one of those that can't say it correctly, and you'll be like, yeah, cool. Somebody else that's struggling on with these names and pronunciation of them. And if you're some kind of scholar, then you will just be, Lord forgiven. And with him 80 males. Of the sons of Joab, Abadiah, the son of Jehiel, let's just go with Jehiel, and with him 218 males. And the sons of Shelomith, the son of Josephiah, and with him 160 males. And the sons of Bebai, and Zechariah, the son of Bebai, and with him 28 males. And the sons of Azgad, Johanan, the son of Hakatan, and with him 110 males. And the last sons of Adonikam, whose names are these: Eliphelet, Jael, and Shemaiah, and with them 80 males. And of the sons also of Bigvai, Uthai, and Zabud, and with them 70 males. Oh, whew. Oh, it's over. The genealogy and the name thing. All right, the return to Jerusalem. And I gathered, so this is all the people that are going, that are coming along. The return to Jerusalem. And I gathered them together to the river that runneth to Ahava, and there abode we in tents 3 days. And I viewed the people. I want to think that this is Ezra who's speaking like this, saying that he's viewing the people. I could be wrong, but let's just go with that because that's kind of what I'm thinking, since it is the book of Ezra and it's not giving a name. Or maybe it did and I missed it. All right, he's viewing the people, so he's scanning and checking the people out, seeing what they're doing. More than likely, I mean, what do you do when you watch people? You look at them, see what they're doing. Well, they're on a mission here. So, and the priests, and found there none of the sons of Levi. So the Levites weren't there. Then sent I for Eleazar, or no, Eleazar, yeah, there's no A, for Ariel, for Shemaiah, and for Elnathan, and for Jerib, and for Elnathan, and for Nathan, and for Zechariah, and for Meshullam, chief men. Also for Joiarib, I've heard that name before. And for Elnathan, men of understanding. Okay, so he called upon all these people, men of understanding. What do they understand? I don't know. Hopefully it tells us. Or maybe it's when the Bible says understanding, it goes to for a meaning. What does understanding mean when that term is used? All right. And I sent them with the commandment unto Edo, the chief of at the place of Casaphia, and I told them that they should say unto Edo and to his brethren the Nethinims at the place Casaphia, maybe it's Casaphia, I don't know, that they should bring unto us ministers for the house of our God. And by the good hand of our God upon us, they brought us a man of understanding, of the sons of Mahli, the son of Levi, the son of Israel, and Sherebiah, with his sons and his brethren, 18. And Hasabiah, and with him Jeshiah, of the sons of Merari, his brethren and their sons, 20. Also of the Nethinims, whom David and the princes had appointed for the service of the Levites, 220 Nethinims. All of them were expressed by name. Then I proclaimed a fast there at the river of Ahava, that we might afflict ourselves before our God, to seek of him a right way for us, and for our little ones, and for all our substance. Okay, so he's pulling all these men of understanding, all these important people, and then proclaiming a fast. So they're fasting. Why do we fast? Why do people fast? And that might afflict ourselves before our God, to seek of him a right way for us, and for the wee ones, the little ones, and for all their substance. So they're going to fast, and they're going to ask for direction from God, for not only themselves, but for their children, which is their lineage, and for their goods. For what to do with it. Where are they going? So what should we do? Should ask God, hey, God, where do you want me to go? What should I do? Because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to go down a path that you don't want me to go on. More than likely, when you go down a path that God hasn't, it doesn't have his hand on, you're going to be going through some problems. Anyways, for I was ashamed to require of the king a band of soldiers and horsemen to help us against the enemy in the way, because we had spoken unto the king, saying, the hand of our God is upon all them for good that seek him. Here's a good one. The hand of our God is upon all them for good that seek him, but his power and his wrath is against all them that forsake him. Oh, this book is just filled with wonderful little nuggets. This is a great book. I am so glad that we are doing this today. All right. So, the hand of our God is upon all them for good. Key word, good. That what? Seek him. That's important. What does God want us to do? Learn and study his word, his character. Seek after him. Earnestly. Diligently. Speedily. These are all words. Key words that have been used earlier. And if you've been watching all the other ones, then you would see that. Okay? But his power, God has power. Even though he's not one of these pagan deities, he's not one of these pagan deities that, smites anybody that, oh, you want to oppose my power? I'll express my power upon you, you little ant. How dare you? Zap, sizzle fits. The Most High God isn't like that. Who truly has power? If you have power, you know you have power. You don't have to express your power, impose your power onto others to show that you have power. You know you have power. And what does God want to do? He wants to save people. He wants to bring them to him. So he doesn't want to do this out of fear. Oh, well, that would work for a pagan deity. Because, oh, well, if you go against Baal, then they'll kill your family. So you're going to want to worship Baal. You're going to have to, out of fear. You're going to worship Satan. Out of fear. You will do this. It's a fear-driven religion. That's not... When you see fear of the Lord in here, what does fear of the Lord actually mean? It means respect, love. When you were a kid, did you fear your father? Was that because you were shivering and you were like, oh God, my dad, he's going to kill me. Is he actually going to kill you? No, he's probably going to scold you. He might, depending on how old you are, you might have got a spanking or whatever, but you ultimately knew that he loved you and he wanted what was best for you. And he also gave you rules. And you chose to disobey his rules. So you knew before he even found out that there was going to be punishment for those rules. So you were in fear of the punishment. Okay? So let's think and interpret and put these things into place and how they work in our life. Interpret and study the word. Implement it into your life. Build that relationship with Christ. That's what he wants for us. Okay? Okay. So if you're, let's go back. The hand of our God is upon all them for good that seek him. But his power and his wrath is against all them that forsake him. So there's consequences. I need a new highlighter. I'm using this one up. Okay. Alrighty. So we fasted and besought our God for this, and he was entreated of us. So they fasted, they waited, they asked, and God looked upon them and saw what they were doing. I believe that's what entreating. There might be more to it, but that's kind of what I'm gathering. All right, then I separated 12 of the chief of the priests, Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 of their brethren with them, and weighed unto them the silver and the gold and the vessels, even the offering of the house of our God, which the king and his counselors and his lords and all Israel there presented had offered. I even weighed unto their hand 650 talents of silver, and silver vessels 100 talents, and of gold 100 talents. There's a lot of gold. Also 20 basins of gold of 1,000 drams, and 2 vessels of fine copper, precious as gold. Oh, copper was as precious as gold. Copper's pretty precious nowadays too. Copper is in all our wires and all that stuff. So yeah, is that still relevant today? There you go, precious copper. You know. And I said unto them, Ye are holy unto the Lord, and vessels are holy also. And the silver and the gold are a free will offering unto the Lord God of your fathers. Watch ye and keep them until ye weigh them before the chief of the priests and the Levites, or Levites, I don't know, and chief of the fathers of Israel at Jerusalem in the chambers of the house of the Lord. Wait a second. This almost goes to the parable of the servants. There was one where the master came and gave him. This is the one that Jesus in the parable where the master came and said, "All right, here's 10. I'm leaving. Here's 10 pieces of silver or whatever. Do something with this and increase it." Then the other one he gives 5. The other one he gives 1. It's kind of what this is making me think of right now. I don't know why, but so Ezra pulled apart these people, separated them, and then he's telling him to hold on to this gold, and then hold on to it until we get to the temple. If I read that correctly. I hope I did. So it took the priests and the Levites the weight of the silver and the gold and the vessels to bring them to Jerusalem unto the house of our God. Then we departed from the river of Ahava on the 12th day of the first month to go unto Jerusalem, and the hand of our God was upon us. So God was with them, and he delivered us from the hand of the enemy, and of such as lay in wait by the way. So God was there, protected them, and so there was people on that journey that were in opposition to them doing this. Okay? And we came to Jerusalem and abode there 3 days. Now on the 4th day was the silver and the gold and the vessels weighed in the house of our God by the hand of Meremoth, the son of Uriah the priest, and with him was Eleazar, the son of Phinehas, and with them was Jozabad, the son of Jeshua, and Noadiah, the son of Binu, by new I don't know, Levites, by number and by weight of every one, and all the weight was written at that time. So they calculated it, and they brought it, then they put it on paper, saying who brought what and how much they got. That's pretty standard. When you go to a bank, we just have computers that do it for us now. This is how much is in your account, and they put it all up into this bank with everybody's money. But there's a paperwork that says this is how much you have. Okay, so same thing. By number and by weight of every one. And all the weight was written at that time. Also, the children of those that had been carried away, which were come out of the captivity, offered burnt offerings unto the God of Israel. 12 bullocks for all Israel, 90 and 6 rams, 70 and 7 lambs, 12 he-goats for a sin offering. All this was a burnt offering unto the Lord. And they delivered the king's commissions unto the king's lieutenants and to the governors on this side the river. So there's too bad I don't have a map pulled up or something like that. But in this book, it's saying this side of the river and on the other side of the river and beyond the river. So we need to look into this. But it'd be a river by Jerusalem. And they furthered the people. Okay, and they delivered the king's commission. Okay, now we're on chapter 9.